What is up? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? How we doing? How we doing? Oh, your boy needs to shave when you get the camera on, man. Hold up. I'm gonna have to dim the lights. I'm driving up the interstate, so I can't really participate in the whole, but hey, love to hear it straight. Hopefully I can say something insightful that'll help you out, or it's worth listening to. So I'm gonna let people pour in real quick, and I'm gonna update something real quick here as well. It we got a lot to talk about. Not really, not nothing crazy. It was just a good week. I hope it was a good week for everybody else. But if it wasn't, we're gonna talk about it. That's all I'm saying. All right. Let me get my. Yeah, I like that. And turn that off. I gotta get my lights right. All right. Real dust. Boom. There we go. All right. How we doing? Every day is a gift. 100%. I think we got 7 people. I know people are at work. I know people are driving home from work. I got off early today. I just said, you know what? I'm starting my weekend early. I'm supposed to be working till 4, but we gotta start the weekend. So, we got 5 people. I want to see how many we can get on before I start diving in, because there's some stuff that I want to talk about. But we got to make sure we're on the same page. Is Trump still talking? Let's see. How's it going, Elite? What's up, man? All right. Hold up. All right. So essentially, if you are tuned into here right now, and if you are not if you're not a subscriber, you won't be able to type. So please subscribe to the channel. This is essentially Fun Friday, and Fun Friday, the whole purpose of it is to keep things relaxed, chill. It's not a deep dive into charts or anything like that. We did a lot of that this whole week, right? But it's more of let's just analyze the week a little bit. Let's talk about the wins and losses. What kind of lessons did we learn? Things like that, right? I'll look to the comments for any feedback or any issues that you may have run into. But you guys can kind of navigate this stream right here and just give the topics of discussion, essentially. What's up, Jeff? What's up, man? Hey, y'all remember, this is not a deep dive analysis, all right? So don't try to get me worked back onto the charts, all right? Like, we just chilling. But we will look at the charts, I promise. Because if you're not a member of the channel, then that means that you're not in the Discord. And if you're not in the Discord, then you're not up on the plays that we're talking about in between the videos that I post, right? So I can post an options trade video maybe once, maybe twice a week. As you can tell, I'm not doing it every week. I have to get more consistent, but sometimes plays present themselves in the day, in the moment, and I'm busy just like y'all. I have a 9 to 5 just like y'all. So I can't always just come on here and make a video. I just did my last options trade video, and it's been a while since I did one, and I just realized how much time goes into putting all that together. It's not as easy as it seems. Like, you guys get 10 minutes of a video, but it could take an hour to shoot a 10-minute video. Like, so it is what it is. So if you want to be, that being said, if you want to be up on the plays, right, and you want more options trade plays or whatnot, then consider becoming a member. You have to be a minnow or above to get into the Discord as of right now. We have a lot going on with the minnows, the dolphins, orcas, the anglers, and the megalodons. Did I miss anybody? I don't think so. But those that are orcas, anglers, right? I have something coming for y'all, all right? Just so you know. And of course, if you're a Megalodon, whatever I do for the orcas and anglers, you're automatically privy to it. But enough talking about the members. Um, we have 6 people watching. Well, that's what happens when I just pop on. It is what it is. So, but we'll take it for what it is. So this week, what do we play? I want to know in the comments what you play this week. What um what went well, like a stock in particular that went well for you, and maybe a stock that didn't go so well for you. And I'm asking this because maybe we can pull it up on the charts and we can talk about it a little bit, because everybody's L's is somebody's, lesson, right? So my L's are your lesson and vice versa. So the game is rigged, right? This game is not designed for us to win. We have to kind of look out for each other, right? And we have to make sure that you know we're not gatekeeping information, or um what's the word I'm looking for, um or just like hiding behind your L's, right? Not keeping it a buck. I mean, everybody shows screenshots of their games, but nobody talks about their L's. The kids just got home. All right, so we're gonna do that. Minnows get all the option plays. As of right now, the minnows do as of right now, but do know that right now the Discord is early, right? It is growing. I want to say about 90 or 86% of our members on YouTube are now transitioned to Discord, right? But eventually, right, the the ongoing options trade plays will not be for minnows. It will be tiered up, and that's just how it is. The Discord was never designed like for me to just be pumping plays into it. That's just what I'm doing right now. And that way everybody's kind of getting some experience. And this will go on for a little bit, okay? Because we are doing this 101 session right now where I am doing classes every 2 weeks to make sure that there's a foundational understanding within the Discord, so we're at least talking the same language, okay? So that is the plan. Now, that's not like a deep dive into details and teaching you a strategy or anything like that, but that is making sure that you understand what is, like what is support, what is resistance, what is supply, what is demand, what is market structure, what is all that stuff, right? So I'm covering that on a surface level basis for the entirety of the Discord. So we got that class going on. Simultaneously, I have a class specifically for the Megalodons, which we do more in-depth discussions on those things, right? So the supply, demand, support, resistance, more so, let's see how, like, what are we doing at those levels, or how are we finding them, right? So all that stuff kind of ties into higher tiers. The higher your tier, the more you get, essentially, right? And then there's other stuff that we do in between, the groups, but essentially the best value is Orca Angler, and then the Megalodon. They get everything. So I mean, when I say best value, is if you are looking for like the lowest tier to get the most out of it, you probably want to look at an Orca or Angler, because I'm doing weekly reviews, and like market breakdowns on Sundays, so they get to see somewhat how I process information. And then eventually it's repetition, and then next thing you know, we're all just in the Discord kind of seeing the same thing, which is the goal, right? To just build a team of traders. So hopefully we all can get there, and I think we're off to a good start. So anyway, I'm gonna dive into some charts in a little bit, but before I do so, I posed a question in the chat. I know we have some new people coming in. If you are not subscribed, you have to subscribe in order to leave a comment. But I want to know what stock you hit on and what stock you missed on, right, this week. Let me know. But I'm gonna go over what went well and what didn't go well for me. Now, give me one moment. I'm gonna switch to some charts. We're just gonna do a quick look right here. All right. So while this is up, I'll look at the comments and we'll see if anybody has anything to say, right? I do have a goal set for the super chat. I don't get a lot of those, but it is what it is. If you care to leave something, great. If you don't, it is what it is. So what did I hit on this week? Well, what did we hit on this week? Because the Discord was killing it. Well, we had our struggles. The past 2 weeks has been very volatile in the market, and we all know that. There's a lot of people that got nervous. There was a lot of people that got shaken out. There was a lot of people that were getting stop lost out of their positions, and it was rough. So it is what it is, right? Like, it happens, but we can talk about it a little bit. We hit on NVDA, we hit on SPY, we hit on Palantir, we hit on Tesla, we hit on Walmart, we hit on what else is on my list? A couple other things I can't remember. Oh, did I say Tesla? I probably said Tesla, and of course the SPY if I didn't say SPY. But it's been great, minus the chop. But that's the thing. It's going to be a choppy market. So when you see the market being so volatile the way it is, you got to zoom out, because it's not forgiving when you're so close and narrow to the charts, because you're getting smoked, especially if you're intraday trading. I mean, this whole past couple weeks has been good for snipers. If you're paying attention, is wicking from top to bottom on every candle. So you essentially, the moment you see a wick, you probably could have just got like a bottom wick, probably could have gotten to a call and wrote it up and just sniped it, and just could have kept doing that. Me, I'm more of a swing trader. I'm not so much a day trader. I do day trade sometimes, but this was not, it did not start off great for swing trading, because you know how that works. Theta, time decay, that kicks in the longer you hold a trade. So most of my swing trades are supposed to be overnight. A lot of these were more than a couple days, right? But at the end of the day, I had to pay attention. I had to make sure that I wasn't getting out before the play was done. So it's all about whether or not a play has been valid or if it's been invalidated. And we are absolutely killing it right now on this call. So anyway, I'm gonna check the list. I'm gonna check the comments. R. Joseph, what's up, man? You said QBTS. Where did that stock come from? Is that something that you've traded regularly? Can't do it. But hey, let's say this though. This is Fun Friday. Y'all survived a week of trading. If you did not blow an account, pat yourself on the back. If you did not blow an account, pat yourself on the back, because this past 2 weeks was designed to steal retail traders' lunch money, 100%. QBTS. I didn't trade a single futures at all. Like, I just kind of sat back and I watched it, and I seen how volatile it was, or like, how it was wicking, and you could have made a lot of money doing that, but I didn't want to do it. So I sat on my hands and I just played my options game, and I came up. This account is up like 400% right now, which is beautiful. And we're gonna keep going. So what about QBTS? Did you win with this stock? Did you lose? Like, what happened with you? And while you guys are in here, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. So all right, so let me make sure I am following the agenda that I set forth. So we're gonna look at a market recap. All right, I said I was gonna do it. I put it in the description, so we're gonna talk about it. All right, so for the SPY, this is where I was essentially like pounding the table. So a couple things. I called this bottom, right, and I said that if we fell below this, and we had weakness, then we were gonna fall to 535. Or 535.79. That was my next target on the leg down. So that's a big leg down, but I was pretty confident that if that happened, that's where we were going. However, we established a demand zone. I seen right away that we had a demand zone, and this is where I called calls. we hopped in calls here, right? Some of us got in here, got out here. Some of us got back in as we entered demand and zipped out of it, right? Which we did. We rolled this all the way up, right? So we've been doing pretty solid with this. So yeah, I believe my SPY contract was about 200 something percent, maybe 200 to 300%. I don't remember. I took a screenshot and sent it. I can post my screenshots here and just show you the wins if you don't know. But I am a conservative player, just so you know. So I'm not. We got people in the Discord that bet stacks on this stuff, and I'm not that guy. I do it sometimes, but I have to be willing to lose it. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm gonna share this screenshot, and this is the wins from today. This isn't the entire week. Quick share. All right. But while we wait for me to post this, let me know in the chat, what did you win? Like, what stock did you win on? What stock did you lose on? And also, are you holding anything over the weekend? I'd like to know. Okay. You have your own Discord? Yeah. Or are we talking about Keenan Grace's Discord? You're putting your plays. I do have my own Discord. So KGU is my home. All right. So like I will forever be there. Right. However, members, right? Members of the YouTube community, they had requested, one second, hold on. These are my plays essentially. So members of the YouTube community were requesting, what do you call it? Here we go. They were requesting a way to communicate with me, and I was thinking I was setting it up originally for a higher tier because it is what it is. People just wanted to reach out, so I tried to do like a Google like type of situation, and it didn't work. And I tried a different thing, and it didn't work. So that led me to a Discord. So I started a Discord. The Discord is for members only. You can't search for it. It's not public. You have to be a YouTube member in order to see it. So yeah, I have my own Discord, but KGU is my home. Yep. So that is where I reside for the most part, but I will always put plays in KGU, but I do put more plays in my Discord, and the reason is because I can't spam KGU, right? Like that's not my Discord. And then we have so many crown traders there. There's so many like intelligent people that are just giving game that I don't need to do that. So one, I don't want to spam. Two, there's plenty of people, crowned or not crowned, that's giving plays and stuff there that are reliable sources or proven themselves to be reliable, that I just need to post, you know, a couple of plays here and there. So, but in my Discord, yeah, I'm posting a little bit more plays there, and yeah, there's a lot of Q&A and stuff that happens, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, there's members only channels, so the higher your tier, the more access you get to certain channels, but you know, that's just what we got. All right, so let's see. You have your own Discord. Yep, I answered that question. Let me live by holding you NVIDIA you called out. Okay, so yeah, that NVIDIA play that I called out was up 16% at close. I believe our boy Building Empire or Rome, he waited for retracement, which is the proper thing to do, and he was up 34% or something like that prior to the close. So we're doing pretty solid. Hopefully it keeps running. The main reason why I did the NVIDIA thing was because of the GDC conference that's coming up. There's a lot of hype around that, and in anticipation of what NVIDIA is going to reveal, and to what extent does that affect or maybe affect their business. So any type of hype news with NVIDIA, I am, yeah, I got skin in the game. So, but it's a moon or zero. Anytime you're holding a thing over the weekend, it's moon or zero. If I lose the $45, I lose the $45. It is what it is. But I made a lot more than that this week, so whatever, right? What up, Shelly? What up, Shelly? Hey, real train. I gotta get that GIF. I gotta get that GIF in the live stream. uh, that rail train is real. Hey, shout out to you. NVDA up 34%. So like that's one thing though. Like you can be up. Like so, I set these swing trades, y'all. Okay, I set these, and we're gonna get back to the charts, but I'm talking to you. I set these swing trades up to be overnight holds, but man, if you get in, like 9 times out of 10, these swing trades are hitting before the day is over. So they can be intraday trades. And you are, you know, you're in charge of your own portfolio. So like if you're up 50, 30%, 50%, 90%, whatever, and you choose to carry that into the next day, then shout out to you. But you probably, you know, whatever your strategy is your strategy, right? I don't tell people about stuff like that. So I let you know right off bat, this is overnight hold. Okay. So, QTC, thank you, not QDC. And I like quantum stocks for long-term. QTBS will be presenting at NVIDIA GTC. Oh, love it. All right, Joseph, that's dope. Thanks for the information. I still need to look into that a little bit more. Do you hold shares of that, or are you in like a long contracts on them? So, all right. So we got 11 people watching. We're gonna get to the charts, but please make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and there is the super chat button. Before I dive too deep, I'm going to. This won't be long either, like this stream. I'm going to share the link to the Discord here. Now, if you are a member, like if you are, what's the word? If you are a subscriber to this channel, right? Here's the link. If you decide to become a member, I'm gonna pin it to the top. So if you're a subscriber to this channel and you want to become a member, then there's a link. You can find me there, or you can find me at KGU. Wherever you want to find me, it's up to you. Different strokes for different folks. 1 second. I need to make sure that my camera's good. Where's my camera? Turn on camera. There we go. All right, so let's get rid of this mode, and we're gonna just dive into it. So, just shares. Hey, shout out to you for having a position though. Like for real. Only $10. That's dope. What's your average? Like this looks like a company that I'd be interested in like investing in potentially, because this gap fill is insane. This is insane. Wow. Yep. This is on my radar. That's my floor. Okay, 964. That's my floor. So I would invest in this, like buy stock shares, but I would definitely be having a stop loss that's right here, breaking below or weakness below this level. I'll dive into this later, but yeah, QTBS. How do you add this? I need to favorite this. Is that right here? 1 second. Show no. Whatever. I'll figure it out. Oh, here we go. Nope. That didn't work either. Cool. Anyway. So what we got? Yeah, so the question I had posed was if anybody won on anything. But again, if you don't want to share, then I will just go ahead and proceed with what I did and how I did it. So with SPY, do I want to reset my chart? Let's see here. Yeah, we'll do this. See, I have multiple time or multiple chart layouts, and even here, look at my look at my levels. It's like on point, bounced right at my line. So that works out for me. But where am I right now? We're on the 1 hour, and we are in the like what market? Okay, we're in extended time frame. So we already know what time it is, right? SPY was in the downtrend, right? And the whole time as we were coming down, you're wondering, okay, will it reverse or will it continue to bleed? And it didn't look like it was gonna bounce at all. Like I mean, this thing just tanked, right? Well, we finally did, and I originally thought that it was gonna happen here, which I did catch this, and we rolled this up to the descending line of resistance. But of course, as you can see, that didn't really work out too well. I mean, we took some profits, but you know, then all this chop stuff happened. So then at this point, I'm sitting on my hands, right? And I don't know if you can see my screen, but I'll zoom into the section I'm talking about. So I'm sitting on my hands after this leg up, after this leg right here, right? So the moment this bar started to get kind of like wider, and then the top wick happened, I was already out of my position. So this was a decent move. Okay, but anyway, where am I here? So I sat on my hands. I didn't do anything with SPY until we touched this line, and then I seen that we established demand. And I want to say I found demand on a 15-minute chart, but I can't remember. Yes, it was a 15-minute chart. So I said that we established demand right here because I was zoomed in at this point, right? Okay. So established demand off of this pop, right? Once this start to build up, volume started to creep in. As soon as we cracked it, we kind of just hopped into some calls. But then you see this, right? Which is, it's like a crucifix, right? It's a doji candle at the top of a uptrend. So a couple things I noticed. The candles start to thin out, and then you start to wick, right? So I figured that there's retracement, and there typically is when you have a demand zone established. But nonetheless, I was still confident in this trade because not only did we have demand, we did have also an imbalance, which is how I kind of sometimes determine the strength of my positions. So we had this going on. So my perspective was, as long as we didn't cross below this level, which is technically here to here, right? As long as we didn't cross below here, right, I was good. Even if we crossed down, I wouldn't have exited like a long position until I seen weakness below, because I buy into demand. So like this right here fell into demand zone. I'm buying, right? This wick happened. Yeah, I started to go negative. That's okay, right? We wicked out. Oh no, we started up and then we came in. Okay, whatever the whatever happened, right? I knew I went negative here by like 25, 30%, something like that. But I just waited and I bought some more. And of course, this looks different when you're zoomed in. I'm on the 15-minute. So once I seen this huge candle happen, right? This happened at, is that 245, 345? 3? Okay. So this is like right before market close, right? But this was the validation for me that, okay, this is a strong demand zone. Buyers are here. They are living here. So we did ride this wave up, okay? We rode this all the way up, and then we exited the SPY today, this morning, on this pullback. I want to say, was it this one? I think it was, hold on, where are we? Friday. Yeah, I got out in the morning. Yeah, so this was the pullback that I got out. And I wanted to stay in. This like my play is still valid, right? So I only got out because one, my contract that I got in earlier had it was earlier in the week, right? So now it's a 0 DTE. Actually, no, I got it in yesterday. So today is zero DTE. I'm in the money because it's a $555 strike. I caught it here, so I bought it at 549 to 550. My strike price was 555, so I'm well in the money, right? So I'm not really trying to sacrifice any gains. I'm $5 of intrinsic value, and then I could have been fine, right? Because with intrinsic value, you don't really lose much in profits on time decay, right? Your contract is of value. So, but I still didn't want to risk anything. So, red flag for me was a hammer at the top, right? We had 3 bearish bars or volume bars here. So I just said, you know what? Never mind. I'm not playing this game. Okay. But it did its thing, right? And it went back up and established a new level of demand. So technically, I almost hopped into another long over the weekend, but I didn't want to give anything back for the SPY. I made my money. So, but yeah, the SPY is looking solid. Okay. So that was the SPY play. Now we just got to see what happens. I don't know if Trump's still talking. He might be talking about something, but once the market closed, I stopped caring. So, hey, shout out to you. $47, Shelly. Let's go. Rail train. Chugga, 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 chugga. Toot, toot. All right. Hold on. Is my music not going? Yeah, that ain't good. There we go. My bad. It's probably pretty silent when I'm not talking. All right. So did that all make sense to everybody that's in here right now? All right. So anyway, that's pretty much how I played this SPY, and everybody was calling more down, more down, more down, but I just seen something a little different. Now I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you that I was a little scared, but like I had to. Trading is scary. Losing is scary. Losing money is scary, right? When your feelings and your emotions get involved. And I had to check myself and just say, hey, this is your plan. You got to stick to it. You got to commit to it. I was down. At one point, I think I was down like 40, 50%. And it might have been on a different SPY play. But it is what it is. That's just how I trade anyway. You know, my trade is done when my play is invalidated. So now, but yeah, that's just how I roll. Yes. What is that emoji? Oh, the train. That's a train emoji. Shelly's in the building. It was nice to see you win today. It really was. Shelly is a member of the Discord and a member of the YouTube channel. All right, so okay. Outside of that, I'm not gonna go into too much depth, but I want to check and make sure that I covered. Hold on, I gotta see if I gotta cover anything else because I said in the description. Okay, so I said I was gonna do a Q&A session, so you can ask me anything about trading, mindset or strategy, and then that's it. The following this, maybe later tonight or tomorrow, we're gonna review the trades in more detail with the members. It'll be a members only stream, so that will happen. And then on Sunday, for the orcas, the anglers, and the megalodons, we're gonna do our weekly review. And we'll see if I find a play or whatever, and then I'll do an options trade play for the public that members will have access to right away the night I drop it, and then the public, everybody else will have it set up before open. It's on the 17th, Shelly. So yeah, we're gonna know right away on Monday if our NVDA play is gonna be popping off or not. Well, I don't know what time it is though. So it is what it is. I'm holding through. I'll figure out the time, but if the GTC conference, let's say it's on at Monday night after close, then I'm holding it. But what typically happens with stuff like this, um, there's hype behind it. So like buy the rumor, sell the news, right? So there's hype behind it with the anticipation or whatever. So think about news catalysts as like as imply volatility, right? So um, the interest is there. So when there's high implied volatility, that means that there's a lot of unknown information, but there's a lot of interest in that options contract, right? So that's kind of what controls implied volatility, right? The same thing kind of can be said for like when you're trading and like you're trading a stock or an option on a news event, right? The IV isn't really like fluctuated in this NVIDIA case. However, um, the stock it could pump still. Like, like the stock itself could pump. The options trade can just remain the same at 96% IV or whatever it is. But the stock could pump prior to the event. And if that happens and like I'm up like 200, 300, 400%, whatever it is, I'm not waiting until after the event for me to get out of that position. So I'm just going to probably kill it. Just so you know, I'm going to take my money and run because it was a YOLO play and I just made more money. That's all there is to it. So that's the same for, what's the other play we're in? It's the same for Tesla. Hold up. So we're in NVIDIA, Tesla overnight, and then we're holding on to some SoFi options as well, and we also have Walmart. So those are the last plays that I kind of called out as potential plays for those that are interested. Now, when you look at the SPY, I just want y'all to know that we're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods yet. So like we do have we are at a point where we could still like pull back. So who knows what's gonna happen. Now that being said, the last thing I want to leave y'all on, right, is this week I talked a lot about cash secure puts. I talked a lot about buying, like this is a buying opportunity, but how are you buying, right? For me, I'm buying cash secure puts, right? So, or I'm selling them. So I have SoFi set for $7, right, a share for me to buy it for $7 a share. That expires next week, right? So when the 22nd, I want to say hits, I'll have 1,000 shares of SoFi for $7 a share. NVIDIA, it's the same situation. NVIDIA, I have one cash secure put set for that, and it has a $77 strike price. So this expires March 21st as well. So that means on March 21st, if I let this contract expire, right, then I will be able to buy 100 shares of NVIDIA for $77 a share versus where it's at now at 120, 121. Okay, that's kind of how that's operating right now. So I will be going over this probably a little bit more in detail on a different video. I don't want to get too crazy. But yes, that is what it is. It's okay. Walmart, go to Braille's options trades, and it's not too late next week to even look at Walmart still. It's still within a range that is worth buying in my opinion. I bought stock shares and I also bought an option, which is a leap option that expires January 16th, 2026. $95 strike. It's expensive. It's like $512. So, but yeah. Any questions? Q&A time, right? We're gonna do a couple minutes of Q&A, and then your boy's gonna go and enjoy his weekend. Right? So I'm going to set a timer because a lot of times I just get carried away and I just go and I forget what time it is. And I'm not doing that today. Nope. So this will be 16:20. Okay. I'll do a 10-minute timer. All right. The timer's at the top. Y'all should see it. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty rich. Yeah, that's when contracts are that expensive, I tend to use like my long-term account. Rather it's like my IRA account or just a different account. So I have different accounts for different things. But yeah, so 10 minutes. We got 9 minutes. I'm just chilling. We vibing. It's Friday. I know some of y'all are driving. This is Stocks for Real Radio. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm here. Just let me know if you have any questions. Um, for the members that are here, I want y'all to know and share this with y'all. We had a moment where I was talking about my sobriety a little bit, right? And I said for everything, every time that I achieved something that was like difficult or whatever, I bought a watch, and I bought a watch. I buy watches not because like I wear them all the time. I'm not a fancy guy, but the importance of time is what it represents, right? And so when I buy a watch, it's because it was like a meaningful moment of my life, right? So whatever it is. So this time was like my sobriety, and then the fact that I think I'm 680 days or something like that, and I didn't do anything for myself. So I got the watch that I told y'all that I was gonna get because I forgot about buying a watch. I think it was in the moment that I was kind of like pouring my heart out that I realized that I didn't do this. So I bought the watch, and I'm gonna show y'all right here. And this is my watch. Dope. I love it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's good. Yeah. So, anyway, I'll take the plastic off. I'll take the plastic off. Yep. So, there it is. That's your boy's sobriety watch. And this one probably is this one right here is probably the most meaningful one. I've achieved a lot in my life, but at the same time, like just knowing just knowing stuff. I don't want to get into it. I'm not getting into it, but that's what it is. I'm gonna wear this one. I don't wear my other watches, but this one isn't as gaudy as the other ones. The other ones are more like bling blingy, like they're like a lot of gold and like they're big and heavy. And I don't got a big wrist, like like so. And a little, yeah. Anyway, I'll wear this one though. This one's dope, and it's my favorite color. So it is what it is. All right. So we got 6 minutes. Thanks, Shelly. By the way, Shelly is active in the chat. Hey, where's the new members at? I don't got no new members. I don't got no new subscribers. I'm just gonna start going live for members only. I'm going back to members only live streams. Yep. It's all good. I'll post my public videos. It's all good. I'll post my options trade plays and just keep it moving. We're good. I like to stay small. We're good. 5 minutes. But yeah. No, I see viewers, Shelly. You're just the only one talking. Some people are driving. Some people are chilling. It is what it is. But I'm not worried about it. The fun Fridays is it's not meant to be much of anything. So people can tune in, chop it up. You can have questions, or some people just want to get away from the market because it was a rough one. Vi Princess, hey, how are you? I'm about to leave to go to a part-time job. Hey, get that side hustle in there. All right, thanks for tuning in, Vi Princess. Appreciate you. I didn't even know you were here, but I'm glad you said something. So I'm here trying to multitask. Okay. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Uh, tell him. Tell him says I'm driving, doing deliveries, working, listening. Hey, shout out to everybody for like just tuning in. I get it, and I know what time it is. I know people are commuting or they're working or they still are still doing their thing. So uh, I know people are listening. So I guess the one thing I want to just tell people that are listening and is just trying to grab a nugget out of this is when you're trading, have conviction in your strategy and trust your technicals. The biggest issue that I had trading was, especially day trading, was like setting arbitrary stop losses, which means like hopping into a play and just setting a 15% stop loss, right? That has no, that does nothing. Like that, all that does is get you smoked. You'll get stopped out, and then only for the play to start going in the direction that you predicted, and then you get FOMO, and then you want to chase it, so you hop back in, and then you set that 15% stop loss again, and then you get smoked again. It just happens too much to, especially to new traders. So um, try to get better. Either if you're gonna set a 15 or 20 or 30% stop loss, um, I encourage you to get really good at your entries. You already should like want to do that, but if if you struggle with your entries, but you're typically right about the direction, then you might want to not set arbitrary stop losses and just understand that you're just taking on greater risk by holding your play through its what do you call it through its position, right? So if if you've validated a trend, right, or a play, rather a breakout strategy, whatever your strategy is, breakout strategy, trending strategy, supply demand strategy, support resistance, like whatever you do, volume profile, high volume nodes to low volume nodes, like swing highs and lows, whatever your system is, um, if you're not good at setting or having proper entry, then understand where the play becomes invalid, because that's when your stop loss should truly be, right? It shouldn't be like, so this demand zone that you see, hold on. So this demand zone that you see, right? This I was playing supply demand. Well, not this one because this is after, but this one right here, I was playing this position, right? And I remember buying this and I held through, right? I think I sold one and I held through the other. And so this happened, and like you would get scared because you see all this red. But I remember that this is my buying zone. This is where my buyers are. So I can be down 50%. I don't care if I'm down 50%, but I'm in a zone where I know that it should turn around. I'm holding through. Even if this thing, right? I got to make this point. Even if this comes out, right? Say it falls through my support line. I'm not getting out right here. Not unless I see as it's coming down, right? If the bar is about to close and you see like an increase in selling pressure. No, I'm not getting out because the market makers know where your freaking stop losses are. So this is called a liquidity grab. So they intentionally cut through your stops just to stop you out, only to go back in the direction that you want to go. It just happens all the time. And this is how people get smoked, because they don't understand that that piece, right? So I like to make sure that I leave y'all on a nugget before I do anything. Like, so that's my nugget. Hopefully that helps. I'll pound the table forever on that point. But I do teach stuff like that around, like, on my one-on-ones or whatever. So we'll whatever. Join the Discord, become a member, talk more about it. Let's get it. Thanks, appreciate you. Have a good weekend. You too, Straight. Appreciate you. Um, Tell them, said, my entries are whack. That's why I try to buy time on my contracts instead of, hey, tell them, you might be a perfect person for this, to join the club, man, and become a member if you so choose. But that's kind of like how we swing, right? Thank you, Straight. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. So my timer just stopped. I did my Q&A, and I hopefully provided some value at the end of this for some of you. So I wish everybody an amazing weekend. If you didn't do well in the market this weekend, it's okay. You can't change what had already happened. So please forget about it. It never happened. You start at zero on Monday. Okay? You start on zero on Sunday when you're doing your checks, when you're setting up your week. Okay? Then Monday, start fresh. It's good, right? Yes. So enjoy your weekend. Don't think about any of the money you lost, if you lost money. Okay? Get outside. It's beautiful out. This is Stocks for Real. I appreciate everybody for being here. Thanks to the members for tuning in. Shelly, you were a goat today on the chat, so I appreciate you. And that is it. Your boy didn't get no super chats, but I'm probably going to have to announce my public lives later or like sooner. But it is what it is. Y'all have a good one, all right? Take care.